Hey, it's Benny, and we're back talking about under construction. This is the solo variant that we had talked about in the last video. There was a separate sheet. So as you can see with the player sheet, there's less tracks for collecting vehicles. But there's also this other space over here. This is where the Tonka Kid is hanging out. And she's collecting vehicle sets. So she wants to get each vehicle from those particular spaces, those particular columns, from the dice sheet. So you're playing against her. If she gets all 18 of them, it's automatic loss. You're done. Put a fork in it. Now, you can compete and win, maybe, if you play well enough. So each round, instead of taking 3 of the vehicles, you're actually just be taking 1. So you choose one of the dice that you pulled with your action points. You still get 4 action points to use to do the abilities, and then you choose one of the dice that you used to then place on your sheet here. The trick with this, you're still racing for points. If you get to this column, the first yellow column, before she gets 2, you're going to get a chance at getting the larger points. Same thing with this one. If you get there before she gets to the 3rd column, you get the larger points. And with the last one, if she gets to the 3rd column, you're getting the smaller points also. So it's 2, 3, 3 for those, okay? Other real difference is the player is going to take their active turn, if you will. So we'll give an example here. We'll go ahead and take this 1. We'll move 1 die to any other row. So we'll move this die here, and we'll take that, and we'll take that, move 1 die, 2 spaces. So we'll move this die over here. All right, so I've changed things around here for the sheet. I'm going to gain the bulldozer, the 2d6. So we'll mark our first space here, indicate that I have taken it. Now I get my resources. So I took glass. So I get 2 glass, 1 and 2. I moved dice, and I moved dice. Now I get to take a resource from column 2. So I can either get any one resource or I get a wood. I think I need any one resource. I'm gonna go for a steel. I'm playing ahead on my buildings here a little bit. So now the Tonka Kid does not get a crack at any of these 3 dice. Any of the dice that are selected with the action points by the player remain until after the Tonka Kid has taken an action. So now that I've taken my action here, the Tonka Kid starts up here at the very top, left or the right corner, and goes this way. So anything not yet taken from the D20 area, the excavator, the Tonka Kid's gonna take, that if she doesn't already have it. So she does have that one now, so she can circle it. So now she's gained 1 of 2, or 1 of 3. So now I am now 1 closer to not being able to get the bigger points on the excavator for the first set of points here. So then we take her dice, we take our dice, and give them all a quick reroll. Put them back where they go. And 3, there we go. All right, so then a new turn begins. So the way we're gonna track this, the player gets exactly 18 turns. You can actually track it with the Tonka Kid sheet. So far she has taken 1 die. That means that 1 round has been achieved. So now in this following turn, unless I do something to this D20 to make it more desirable for her, she's going to ignore it and step down here looking for the D12. The D12, of course, moved to a different spot with my crane. So then she'll move down to the D10 and so on and so forth, looking to fill in at least 1 of the dice that she hasn't already filled in. If she's not able to, so if say all of the dice that she's looking for are filled in for that space, she then gets to mark one of these circles down here. So you're still tracking 18 rounds. These are going to be worth less points to her though. These are worth 8 points for each one that's marked here. These will be worth 5 for her. And so, as with the original game, you're still trying to collect up to 10 buildings. Only 18 vehicles this time. Of course, you can only mark 1 per round. The trick, though, easier to get the points. The buildings are exactly the same as they are in the multiplayer game. So, a lot of opportunity to gain resources. The player gets to be pretty well engaged the whole time with solo play. But you just have to remember, there are definitely ways to keep her from getting all of the sets, but you have to work really hard to, and you may end up taking dice you don't want in that moment. So be smart, play wise. Remember, you can always save AP for later to get a specific dice that might keep her from getting ahead of you in the game, because you would get to use that action before she would use hers. All right, thanks for checking out Under Construction. This is the solo mode, the player versus the Tonka Kid. Looking forward to seeing y'all at the Kickstarter. Looking forward to seeing y'all in the comment section. Y'all have a great day. Be safe, be well. Roll some dice.